YouTube, chicks. Get ready. You know what to do, chicks.
Listen, Chick Smooth.
Hey, Chick Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
This is exactly why 50 Cent is the biggest troll in the game right now. Somebody gotta break this down to me. Does 50 Cent and Joe Budden actually have beef? Because this is now getting unusual. Or, everybody hear me out, maybe 50 is just bored and he has nothing to do right now. Now, after 50 kept on clowning Joe about his sleepwalking on social media, they finally ran into each other at the Knicks game. According to Joe, him and 50 actually spoke. They had a very good conversation. 50 even posted Joe on his Instagram page joking about the situation. And then 2 weeks ago, we had Fat Joe clown Joe Budden over the Joe Budden seats.
New York got a lot of stars. They putting them up a deck now. They ain't just courtside. It's too many.
What was the most expensive ticket for the game? What, 500,000?
I don't know. It was 54,000 a seat. The game I went.
I ain't paying 50 for a ticket.
Why not?
Well, I've done it.
I could do a lot with 50 grand.
I've paid that much, even more for boxing matches. For me, I'm not going 10th row. I gotta be front row. Cause somebody you don't like, your enemy, gonna come sit right at, we call that the Joe Budden seats. You know them second row.
I don't even got
You
a
ain't got a
hoodie.
hoodie? I gotta sit front row. I'll give you my experience.
What do you call them seats?
The Joe Budden seats. Them shit second row. Perfect example. Him and I'm sitting courtside. If 50 comes
He was
sit.
right behind y'all.
Okay, but he's behind us. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but the man had a little something going on with 50, and why God put 50 Cent front row and he's in like third row? Like that would bother me if I was Joe Budden's.
A week later, Fat Joe came out on his podcast and told Joe, bro, I'm just joking around with you. I got a brand new podcast with Jadakiss. I'm trying to get this train moving, and I know if I say your name, it's going to get me posted everywhere. So it seemed like things between Joe Budden, Fat Joe, and 50 was pretty cool. Well, that is until tonight. Somebody took a video of Joe leaving the game with his girl. I believe this was game 1 of Knicks and Pacers. 50 posted the video and sent Joe a very interesting message. He said, "See Joe? Damn, they taking too long to pick you up, bro. Terror Squad, you dead. Leave Joe and Jada alone." Now, I get it. I'm right there with you guys. This was very confusing to me as well. Either Fat Joe really has beef with Joe Budden, or 50 just hasn't heard Fat Joe's response yet. Because his response is the total opposite of this 50 Cent caption.
Yo, Joe Budden, let me tell you something. You are my friend. I know you 20 years. You've been doing this thing. You ain't send us no edible.
He ain't gotta send us no edible.
He didn't send us no edible strawberries.
He don't have to send us
He ain't
anything.
send us no flowers. He ain't send us no champagne.
Where did you get? For one, shout out to Joe. Why you think he's gonna send us anything after you named the seats behind the seats after him? He's saying all of this crazy
Joe
stuff.
Budden,
Where you think he's gonna send us anything?
he 800 episodes in. I gotta salute the brother. And just we the new guys on the block. We ain't got no disrespect for Joe Budden. I'm not used to this.
Joe, we still active. We got love out here. You gotta keep the love.
We gotta keep the love. I'm gonna speak on behalf of me and Jada. We are not malicious. We are not trying to throw shots at nobody, for real. We having fun. Great time giving you our perspective.
Fat Joe and Joe Budden don't have no straight beef. Somebody from Terror Squad is not going to run up on Joe after the Knicks game. At least I don't think so. Shit, it's not even podcast beef either. But if you guys know 50 and his track record, there's gotta be a specific reason as to why he posted this warning. And if you're Joe Budden, you gotta be looking at 50 like, this motherfucker. We just pieced it up at the goddamn Knicks game. Why are you still speaking on me? Even more so, why do you keep alluding to street stuff happening to me? Joe, Ian, somebody from the Joe Budden podcast, please bring up 50 Cent as a guest up there. It's very obvious at this point that 50 Cent has something against Joe that he wants to get off his chest. Whatever these two guys spoke about at the next game was not enough. Bring him up to the podcast. Let him and Joe hash out whatever issues they got against each other, and hopefully that'll stop all these slight threats and warnings from 50 Cent. You guys get in the comments below, what do you guys make of this message from 50 to Joe Budden? Do you guys think 50 is just bored? Maybe he's out of the loop, or maybe there's actual smoke there? Post your comments below. Subscribe to my channel, like this video. I'll see you guys later, man.
Secondly, the internet is not like a real place. I would expect Fat Joe to know that. I need more than internet fodder to ever assume that there's really beef with somebody. Me and 50 have over 20 years in. I never thought that would escalate. And if I feel like that, I just need more than some internet chat for me to feel like that, number one. Number two, if you fight in the garden, you're banned for life. You're not doing it again. And if you're tough enough to fight there during a game, then, my nigga, I don't assume any of us millionaire, multi-millionaire, 9-figure people to do that at the garden. I just don't. The lights is too bright. And we there to watch a game, which is the other brilliant concept I have, which may be hard for people to grasp, but if I'm at the Knicks game, it's just because I'm a Knicks fan. I'm not there for the vanity play. I'm not there for the celeb role. I'm not there to be seen. I'm not in the record label seats. I'm not in the Kith seats. I'm not in the comp seats. I'm in the seat that I wanted to purchase, so I bought it. It's really just that simple. I'm not with all the extra hoopla out there. I'm not out here running around moving with the leverage of my management company or trying to be buddy-buddy or friendly with rappers that I'm not really buddy-buddy or friendly with. I'm the walking embodiment of standing on my own too. And you know that, which is why you're using my name on your newly established platform trying to get traction, because I'm the best in the biz. I recognize that too. Lastly, I just don't know what Joe Budden seats mean, and because I have so much relationship equity with Fat Joe, I'll wait for him to tell me. I don't want to assume. On one hand, where I come from, you would want to be seated behind your enemy, if anything.
That's where the logic.
That's the part I didn't follow.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to be seated in front of him. So, if he was talking about that, I don't really get it, but that's on him. And lastly, maybe Joe Budden seats just means sitting behind somebody you make a lot more than. Until we get clarity on it, we won't really know. But be clear, reimagine how y'all mention my name in some of these conversations. I make a lot more than you niggas. So, if I'm seated behind you, it's by choice, enjoying some popcorn with my baby. I say that with all the respect in the world. So, much love to Fat Joe and Jadakiss. I'll continue to support their broadcast, and hopefully everyone out there will continue to do the same. But this is a non-issue, you guys. Everybody back to work. hey, if this is a non-starter. If this ever comes to be something, then we'll address it later. But Joe and I will talk. This is non-starter. Salute to all, and go Knicks always.
Not knowing that there's 300 other rows behind, it's like you almost like disrespect those people.
But wait, dog, if I was sitting in the nosebleeds, I make more than you. Like, my seat shouldn't never come up in your conversation. If I was outside in a lawn chair watching on a fucking mobile device, my seat shouldn't come up in none of y'all conversations. That was confusing a little.